We got some nice background music for this episode.
Jazz?
Yeah.
Who's that? Bernie Williams back
Nice
there?
flute.
Remember Bernie Williams?
Bernie Williams, yeah.
Guy loved to play the guitar.
I always cringed a little bit when he played the guitar. You didn't get that feeling?
I never really thought too much about it. I was also a little starry-eyed over,
Right.
you know, he's a big part of
Did
my
he ever
childhood.
do the national anthem?
Definitely.
Yeah.
On guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Definitely.
he think he's fucking Mike McGrady?
But he was big into like the Spanish guitar.
Yeah.
Like classical, acoustic-y.
He didn't have the long nails, though. You need
Coke
long
nails?
nails for that shit.
Coke nails?
Yeah, Coke nails, like all over the place. You ever see like Paul Simon nails?
Nails are gross.
Nails are super gross.
That's one of, if I had like two things change about me, one of them would be my nails. My fingernails are disgusting. Yeah, don't look at them.
Really? I kind of want to see
Nah,
them.
don't look at them. I bite the shit out of my fingernails, and I can't stop it.
Yeah, you were last show. You were gnawing on them.
Yeah?
Like almost like you were tasty.
Yeah. Sometimes I put a little salt on them.
I gotta check this shit because I'm feeling weird. Salty. Oh, that almost didn't hold my weight.
Katie's 4-2 and fucking sunning her fucking ass in the Puerto Rico
So
right now.
many vacations.
How does it happen? Where did I go wrong?
You know what? I don't know. I feel like you did a lot of vacations though.
I did. Not
It
anymore.
was probably like a lot of work vacations.
I don't go places anymore.
What's she got on us? Like 5 years?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. She's in her 30s for sure.
She ain't settling down though with that shit. She's
What,
just gonna
partying?
not even partying. I don't even know if she's partying, but going away, she's gonna be going away forever.
Yeah, she loves it.
God
Well,
bless.
it worked for her. 4-2. You're 3-3, and I'm 2-4, and that's all we're gonna say. So she's not here. I have her picks,
Oh, you're going over them already.
which are interesting. I mean, I had to look at them to put them on here.
I guess
I'm not going over them. I'm gonna go over them when we go through the picks.
Yeah.
Death taxes and the Ravens losing playoff games in horrible fashion. That's it.
And I love it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was something else. I mean, that was a great weekend of football overall.
I feel like Tripp always says that that's the weekend,
Yeah.
right?
That's the weekend where you got Bills, Chiefs a few years ago. That
Yeah,
game, right?
I'm
that
pretty
was this
sure.
weekend. Yeah, I
I'm
think so.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was. I'll tell you. One, I don't feel bad for Mark Andrews. He should have absolutely caught that ball. However, it won me money. Two, I think this loss is one of the best losses for Lamar Jackson because all over the internet, he is just getting praise on the way he handled himself.
yeah.
This is one of the best losses he's ever had.
He did all he could do.
He threw interceptions, had a fumble.
I think they get jammed up. Their coaching gets jammed up in the playoffs, and it makes him look bad.
I don't know.
They don't know what to do.
Why are they not, I don't know, running Derrick Henry from
Exactly.
the 1 yard line?
Exactly.
So I have seen them do 4 2-point conversions. 2 against the Steelers, I think. This one and another one.
Either
I've
one
seen
of those
them
two.
fail. I think they failed 3 times out
Either
of the 4.
one of those two. Either him or Travis Henry.
Right.
Lamar Jackson, Travis Henry.
Travis
That's
Henry. Derrick Henry.
it. Travis Henry.
Travis Henry sounds like he's in jail.
He definitely is. He definitely is. Either one of those two. Walk into the end zone.
Right?
I guess they're overthinking it. Like that they're playing that all the way. I mean, that was wide open.
He was wide open. Wasn't the greatest pass, but it
not a
wasn't a
great pass.
bad pass.
No, should have had it.
Should have had it.
Did you know that Joe Biden pardoned Mark Andrews on his last day in office yesterday?
No, did he really?
Yeah, pardoned him.
From what? From any scrutiny?
I made that up.
He thought he had to.
He was just like, just leave this guy alone. You know, leave me alone. Leave this guy alone.
Rough day for Mark Andrews.
Yeah, that was brutal.
You couldn't see the pass get dropped.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was so like, oh, they got it. Oh my God, he didn't get the ball. It was,
Yeah.
It was great.
It was wild. 2 things this weekend eliminated by Washington.
Oh wait, I know this. Detroit and fuck. What is the other one?
TikTok.
TikTok. Son of a bitch.
You know what I keep thinking about with Washington? One thing I forgot about is, remember when Sean was here last year, we were talking about a girl that we went to high school with was married to the assistant GM of the 49ers.
No, I only remember the Buffalo girl with the dildos.
Yeah, that was a memorable one. So this girl we grew up with, or not really grew up with, we were friends with. She was, you know, in a crowd of people that we hung out with. She married Adam Peters, who was John Lynch's assistant GM for like 5 years.
Wow.
This is his first year as the head GM of the Washington Commanders.
God damn.
Think about what he did and that new owner did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Dan Snyder must be so livid.
He waited a long time. He was
They
waiting a long
picked
time.
the right quarterback. They turned the whole thing around. It's amazing.
Now, two things could happen. One, he could turn into CJ Stroud and just be mediocre next year, right? Which he could be. Two, did you see now the new video of the Giants headquarters? What's his name? What's the GM's name?
Joe Shine?
Yeah. Did you see him with his kids?
Yeah.
That was
that was from Hard Knocks.
Oh, that was from. Well, I've always seen the one with the owner.
Yeah, same
where
thing.
he's like, you know, I'd really feel bad if Barkley left. I did not see the one with his one son being like,
Yep.
Jane Daniels, like just go for it. You want to win, right?
It's so out of context though, but it works.
It definitely is. But it's a great video. Like I feel great for that kid.
Yeah.
Like if I was him,
Be
at
playing that
home,
all the time.
I'd be like, yo, Dad,
Called it.
Dad, you take out the trash.
2 wins on the road too.
Yes.
Commanders are 2-0 on the road in the playoffs, and every other team is 0-8.
Yep.
It's awesome.
That's oh, I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't know all the home teams were winning.
It's fucking awesome.
But he never played a game under 41 degrees yet in his career, not NFL career,
Really?
college career as well.
Think about LSU last year. LSU had him, Malik Neighbors, and somebody else, the running back.
Well, I mean, it's just like Burrow and fucking
Yeah.
Chase and the other guy. Who was the other guy with Chase?
LSU. What a pedigree.
Waddle. Right? Wasn't it Waddle?
Yeah, it was.
But it's great. We went into this. So I went into that Baltimore Ravens and Bills game saying, if the Ravens win this game, I hate everyone. Like I was just really in that mode. I'm starting to feel okay about Washington and they're an interesting story, but I don't want to see KC win. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see the Ravens win. Absolutely. Right. And I fucking hate the Eagles. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I was really depressed until the Bills pulled it off.
Yeah, they that was impressive. I mean, Josh Allen's a fucking beast, bro.
He is. And he didn't even play to the top-notch ability. But it was great how they pulled away, took advantage of some stuff. Is it not starting?
No. I forgot to press start, so I just lowered it down to 10 minutes.
First Down Dawgs.
You just took 5 minutes off.
I thought that I had already pressed start, and then I didn't. So now
What are
here
you
we go.
still doing looking at
We got
now?
10 minutes. I had to
10
reset
minutes?
it. Yeah.
10?
Yeah, he's I mean, he got beat up in that game too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just funny when you see the side-by-sides of like these guys taking these shots, and then they show you the penalties that Mahomes gets given to him.
Unbelievable.
I was talking to the guy at the gym this morning about this too, though. It's like, but I applaud him for that. Like, he knows he's going to get it. Like, you watch him, he's baiting everybody
100%.
all the time.
But
you see the way he tiptoes along the sideline?
Yeah, and I'm still under the belief that you can hit that guy.
Yeah, I know.
It sucks.
Yeah, but he's playing within the rules.
He is.
But it's getting to be too much.
It's getting to be a lot. I don't want to see it three-peat. I really don't.
I know. We got to fucking this weekend. It's gotta stop.
And everybody would, every team with more yards, more offensive yards, then they lost.
It's crazy. You feel bad for the Lions overall, though. Like that's a tough one.
So let me take the stage for 1 second about the Lions, because you brought up the Lions. It was the year 2017. I understand what the Lions fans are going through right now. It was the year 2017, and I was a day removed from getting my balls snipped. Okay, and the 13-3 Steelers were playing at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
I had 3 kids all around me. I wasn't allowed to pick up my kids. My wife was pregnant. I had to leave the house at halftime when we were down big and go to my empty parents' house so I could have a couple beers and put a bag of ice on my nuts. and we lost. A wasted season. I have felt it before, Detroit.
Yeah, but this one might be.
Oh my gosh.
It might be bad.
Was it Jared Goff getting his fucking clock clean?
He was getting. They looked like they had no idea. But also at the same time, again, they're in trouble because they already lost the offensive coordinator. He's gone.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose the fucking defensive coordinator to the Jets,
Which I
is
really
such a
wish
shame.
they could keep everything together.
So they're gonna get fleeced there. But I blame those guys. Yeah. How could they? Gibbs was getting 15 yards a carry.
15 yards a carry.
Just keep giving them the ball.
You're 100%
Keep
right.
giving them the ball.
And don't give it to Williams to fucking throw it.
Oh, that's who was also on the LSU team too.
Oh,
but yeah, that was crazy. You take the ball out of one of the best running backs in the league this year, who's killing defense, and then you take the ball out of a seasoned quarterback's hand. That's crazy. What are you thinking?
It was unbelievable.
That's how teams lose games. He's fucking overthinking.
And that's what I worry about Washington. I love that they go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, there are some times where it is just like, take the field goal, man.
Yeah.
Put the points on the board.
Yep.
They're winning right now, and they're getting that 4th and 2, but it's not always going to work.
Yeah, it's going to be, man, if they pull this off, though.
It'd be cool. I'm interested.
And it's like, it's there for them because, I mean, the Eagles are great. They haven't beaten anybody good in a couple of months now.
Right.
And they're banged up, you know?
They're banged up. They split with them during the season. It's a division rival. I mean, it has it all, but sure. I mean, the Eagles are the better team on paper.
I also did say if the if the Commanders win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna do a show naked.
Did you say that?
Said it last week. Yeah.
Fuck, we gotta make a clip out of that.
I'm trying to you know what I was thinking about when I was writing these things? I'm trying to pick for things that I still got going for me. Like the Texans are out. I know that. I said the Rams thing, they're out. But I actually do have the Eagles. Don't you have the Eagles also? No.
What do you mean the Eagles? Oh, no, I
Bowl.
don't. I had Miami, Green Bay.
Right.
I've been over a while ago.
That's right.
Just the way you don't put enough thought into your picks during the season, I'm going to start putting some thought in my season-long bets.
All right.
I feel like I picked those too quickly.
Maybe we'll swap.
Flip.
Maybe we'll swip swap next year. Maybe we'll flip swap next year, and I'll win the season, and you can win the season-long bets.
I hope you do.
Thank you. That's
welcome.
nice of you.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll get into the picks. 3 picks. There's only 2 games, so do the math. You got to fucking figure it out, I guess.
You got to really like one.
Yeah. It's getting tough. We got Katie's picks here. She's not here. We'll do her the courtesy. This is going to be hard for me to do.
Yeah, it is.
To try to manage, I go first, she goes last, and I got to jump in if I'm her.
That's true. And if you jump in on her game, you got to talk like her.
No, I can't do that. Can't do that. All right, so we'll go in order, I guess. I don't know. The Redskins. I'm saying it. I'm done.
Redskins.
No, I'm in. I'm back to the Redskins. Commanders at the Eagles, -6.5. That feels like something funny there. And over 47.5, right?
Yep.
Storybook season, playoff win for the Commanders. Like I said before, to turn an organization around that fast, those guys must be on cloud fucking nine, regardless of what happens this weekend.
It's got to be great nights.
You know, new coach, new GM, the quarterback. Pretty dominant season for the Eagles, but like I said before, I think that they're just banged up.
Yeah,
coming into this game. Saquon Barkley, career year. Here's a good one. Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts were both born, grew up in life, went to college, became pro athletes, and still made the NFC Championship game before the Cowboys.
That's great. The Cowboys. America's team is in trouble.
Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious.
Like we're born?
Yeah.
Like born. Grew up.
Grew up. Born.
Oh my God.
Born, grew up in life, went to college, drafted, became pro athletes, all of that before the NFC champion, and made the NFC championship game.
Oh my God.
Before the Cowboys.
And Hurts was in the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness gracious. That's great.
I mean, I think the Super Bowl that everybody wants is Commanders and Bills.
Commanders and Bills? I think people want Philly Bills.
I don't think so.
That's what I think.
I think it's Commanders Bills.
Okay. I'm down with that.
And if that happens and both of those sets of fans get to New Orleans, they're going to burn that fucking city down. They're going to burn that city down.
You are 100% right.
I don't feel which way about the other. I don't want to be in this game. I think it's going to be back and forth, high scoring affair. I think in the end, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, but I'm taking the over 47.5.
I am doing the same exact bet because I cannot choose a side. The easiest way to go is taking Philly because they just have the experience that they need. But you're right. Hurts' knee is banged up. Brown missed that long pass, and he was cringing when he got up. Hasn't done anything in the playoffs, by the way. None of the wide receivers have done anything besides Goddard and tight end. It's Barkley or bust. I'm going over. I'm hoping to see a lot of points. I just really hope Philly's defense doesn't smack down on Daniels. Like, I could also see this being 24-10.
But they played each other twice,
Right.
and they scored a lot of points
Yes.
in both games.
Yep. I like the over 47.5.
I'm jumping in on this game too.
You kind of have to.
Jaden Daniels playing fucking awesome. Just fucking awesome. I'm taking the Commanders plus 6.5.
Really?
I think the Eagles might win, but you know I hate Philly
And they
all of
never-
the people that live there.
They never win by a lot.
I'm taking the Commanders plus 6.5.
Nice.
Joey, I love you. That's my dog, by the way.
Why does it sound like a Jewish grandma?
I don't know, but it was. I thought
All
it was
right,
pretty
back
good.
around to me. Hate that. No, I'm staying in this game. I'm giving you a anytime touchdown. Jaden Daniels plus 200.
You're trying to add a pick.
No, that's my second pick.
Oh, we're allowed to do that?
Yeah, you said 3 picks.
Oh, all right. What is it?
Jaden Daniels anytime touchdown plus 200.
Has he done that yet
Has he scored?
in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. Didn't he score last week?
I don't think he ran it in. Robinson had 2.
He's getting in. Plus 200.
He could. That's not terrible.
You're up.
I'm up.
You only got one game.
All right, I got one game, so I'm just going to tell you one side of this game. I think the defenses are going to, I think they're going to be able to keep it close. I don't think it's going to be a runaway. I'm going to have to say I have to take the under at 47.5, and I'm saving my best pick for last.
Ooh, it's 47.5. All right, I'm here, obviously, because this is the only game left that I haven't made a pick in, and it's the only game left of the weekend. Chiefs' 7th straight AFC Championship game. That is insane.
I hate it.
Bills have struggled against the Chiefs. Lost 38-24 in the conference in 2020. 21, they lost 42-26 in the divisional round. And last year, they lost 23. They lost 27-24 in the divisional round. They beat them 4 straight times in the regular season.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. I think they finally break the streak this year. I'm taking the Bills money line plus 108,
Look at you.
right?
Yes, I'm going to jump in before her picks, and I'll let her have the stage because she went 2-1 again. I'm going to up that ante a little bit, just a little bit, put it at minus 2.5 for plus 132. I'm going Bills.
Plus 132.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think they could win by a touchdown.
I like that.
I
like
think
that
they
a
can
lot.
win by a touchdown. Listen, Pat Mahomes threw to 4 players this weekend against the Texans. They got dominated by the Texans. It was Travis Kelce and him. How do you leave that guy open in the middle of the field like that? There was no trick plays, no nothing. Travis Kelce was open all day.
Travis Kelce is the LeBron James of the NFL. And when I say that, I mean he doesn't play during the regular season. The postseason comes around, they fucking dust him off, pull him out of the garage,
Yep.
and he's just dominates.
When in doubt, just throw to him. He's not going to drop it like Mark Andrews. But that's what he did all season. Dropped the ball like crazy all season.
Yep.
And how many times was Taylor Swift shown?
Oh, yeah.
Way more than last year.
With Caitlin Clark.
yeah.
Love
Doing
her.
devil signs. Do you love Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, I do. I love the WNBA.
That's cool.
Big fan.
I like that. So, yeah,
Bills?
I'm going Bills minus 2.5. I honestly think they can win this by a touchdown if they play their right game. I hope they punch them in the face.
They got it, right?
I mean, this is it.
If not, we'll be back here saying we let the Chiefs do it to us again for the first time for the fucking 7th year in a row.
Yeah, well, listen, if the Chiefs were underdogs, which I knew they wouldn't have been at home, but if they were underdogs like last year, I was going Chiefs.
Yeah.
I was definitely going Chiefs.
All right, so
Okay, I'm jumping in now because the show's almost over and I pause it at 24 seconds just so I can get Katie's.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
She's taking the Bills plus 1.5,
Okay, so she's taking them by the regular spread, doesn't have any balls.
and then the over, and then the over 47.5.
Taking the
Points.
over.
Yeah.
I'm taking the under.
Wow. Heads up there.
I'm taking the under.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see KC going off.
It's going to be famous, like these words. You're going to hear these words again.
What words?
I can't see KC going off.
Because KC's just going to dominate
they'll
and
just
win
fucking
31
explode.
to 14.
Yep. I don't know. It feels different with Josh Allen this year.
It has to stop.
Just feels different.
Yeah, and it feels different that the Kansas City's not playing that great.
Yeah. I saw a thing where it was like, it's going to beep and I'm going to keep going. But like I saw a thing where it was like, the Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in the early 90s in a row. And it's like now you have this where it's like 3 playoff games to the same team. It's like no team can lose 4 in a row to 4 big playoff games in a row.
I mean, my early jumping ahead prediction is Bills take care of KC and they lose to Philly. That's my real thought. Because this will be their Super Bowl. If they win this to get into the Super Bowl, I have no idea how they're going to handle the 2 weeks getting into the Super Bowl. Philly will be quiet. They'll be reading their fucking books. Did you see how much that book went up in sales? Imagine being that guy.
I hated that whole thing.
But do you imagine being that guy?
Yeah, it's nice.
Went from 23,000th in that fucking shit, and you're number 1.
It's wild.
You're number 1. That's
It's wild.
all you need. Like, I couldn't imagine how many times I'm thanking him.
Here's my thing with the Bills. They're gonna win. They're gonna get, not this weekend. They're gonna get one when he's there with him.
Think they could survive a loss? I mean, I feel like this is do it now.
I think they're just gonna do it over and over again. They believe in the coach. The coach is a great coach.
He wasn't wearing anything.
It's crazy.
Did you see that?
It's crazy. The coach is great. The quarterback is great. I think it's a good organization. You see that stadium they're trying to build up there?
Yes. They're trying, like how you say, they're trying to build.
Because when someone told me that, we were talking about it, multiple people I've talked about in the last week, it's like, I feel like that's the stadium that it's like fucking Fenway. The Bills have had the same stadium for forever.
Yes.
You know?
Is that red section heated right now?
I don't know.
Because I know that's what they're doing in the new one.
Well, the new one, they're covering all of the seats.
They're covering all the seats. Oh, all of them. It's going to be
they're
enclosed
going to keep
like that.
the field open, but all the
Got
seats are
it.
going to be covered.
Okay.
Yeah, which is cool.
Fucking snows up there all the time. I mean, there's just nothing but snow.
All the time. I wish they were home.
Isn't it crazy that everybody's outside?
It's crazy.
Went from all these domes and now everybody's outside.
How bad of a disadvantage? So the only team I could see this past weekend, was the Rams. That game. You think that was that much of a disadvantage for them?
Well, I think that, yeah, because they should have been better. When it was 16-15, and then they lost the ball a lot.
The weather.
They lost the ball a lot. Williams did not play well.
I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore.
I still think the weather is, and I also think the dome makes somebody like Daniels play better.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it does.
I think you're right, but I was thinking about practice. They don't practice outside ever.
No.
Any of them.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like not that much of an advantage.
Yeah.
They play in it a couple of games a year when it's cold, you know?
I understand that they don't have that much of an advantage. Like Philly didn't have that much an advantage, and that showed because their offense was kind of shit besides Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea of connecting. So, like, Stafford. Stafford is a 30-yard passer, 25, 30-yard passer. It's not going to work when it's like that. And he he didn't play bad. No. He really didn't play bad. But a couple of them you saw like ducks. Yep. They just went up there and it was like, oh my gosh.
You know what I lost about $800 in FanDuel on this weekend was? The next drive. Who's catching a pass on the next drive?
You did it once and you showed us and you said this is a way to lose a lot of money. You didn't stop?
I did.
Oh my God.
Every game this weekend, that was all I bet. Just I was always in it. $5, $10, $25, $50.
Did you hit any?
$100. Not one.
Not one.
Not one. 2 players just to catch a pass on a drive. I feel like there was no long drives this whole weekend.
No, only in Notre Dame. Notre Dame had a 15-minute drive that ruined their team.
I lost on that one last night.
So did I by the field goal. I had them at 10.5.
No, I was on their alt. I had them winning.
Oh wow!
By 2.5.
Really?
And then I had the over, which hit.
I had them at 10.5, and they hit that field goal with 35 seconds.
I went to sleep after Notre Dame scored. Fucking Sean texted me. He's like, "That's how you do it," and I was like, "Yeah, it's sick offense." Ohio State came right back and scored, and I'm like, then I was like, I'm going to sleep. This is over.
Going to bed.
This is not going to work out.
Seriously, what's up with Amari Cooper?
I don't know.
Traded for this guy, and you're not even throwing it to him.
Maybe they're gonna. Maybe they're just holding him back.
Last week, I had a lot of money on him.
Holding him back. You got to do that this week again.
I feel like I have to. dude, it's going to be at like 20.
Have to.
He was just at 28 and didn't do anything.
Yeah, you got to do it again.
I really don't understand it.
He's going to catch one.
Got to
Maybe.
catch something.
Catch
It's
one,
got to
maybe.
catch something. And AJ Brown should go off too.
Yep.
He's got to have a day too.
He killed me in what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
I tried to. I'm like, he's got to catch one on this fucking drive. Nothing.
1 for 10 yards. I
Nothing.
mean, what are you going to do?
I think that was where I really got burned, was in that game, because I had him on every fucking play.
And you watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
You watched the whole thing
I
and
watched
bet
all of
AJ
the
Brown?
games. That was my bet.
I watched, I was at a party during the Texas-Kansas City game, and it was just one of those games where you look at it and you're like, oh, of course they missed that.
Yeah.
Or of course they got that field goal. It was like,
Let's see. Hopefully we get some good ones. I feel like
what do you want?
These are good matchups.
You want Washington?
Yeah. I don't
whoever,
want
Bills?
I don't want Casey.
Okay.
I think everybody's in agreement on that. Agreement?
Agreement.
And
So
then
we should
the
probably
Bills would be cool.
We should probably switch everything to KC.
The Bills would be cool, and the Commanders.
Yeah.
But I'm okay either way on that one.
Okay. You're okay with Philly winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't want Philly to win the Super Bowl,
Got it.
regardless.
Yes. I definitely don't.
I'll let Casey win again.
Oh, yeah? KC
If it's
over Philly?
KC, Philly, that's
It's a gross Super Bowl.
disgusting.
Ooh. Hopefully we get good ones.
Yep.
That's it. First Down Dawgs.
First Down Dawgs.